Kliff Kingsbury, it kind of like happened silently. I felt like this should be more breaking news than what it was. Is going to USC as an analyst, offensive analyst. I mean, that is massive. That's absolutely huge for Lincoln to add him to the staff. Another quarterback whisperer, essentially, to the staff. And right now, again, USC is in heavy pursuit for Dylan Raiola. Does this help with that? I mean, you got two guys. Now, it's great having the head coach as a quarterback whisperer, but now you got two of them. One kind of more of at an easier disposal, and he's an analyst, right? Mind you, this man's rolling in dough. Arizona paid this guy like 3 arms and a leg and a yacht. I think it's like $70 million for doing nothing. So he's vibing. He doesn't give a damn. He's chilling, right? Like he's like, I don't want any stress. I'm here to hang out, live out in Cali, and play some college football on Saturday. That's kind of his mindset. So zero stress, but you're kind of like two brothers. They look alike. Two young, good-looking dudes coming into USC, getting it done. Look, USC right now is out there on their own little cliff, hanging out, and pun intended. And when Lincoln Riley went out to USC, I said, look, it's brilliant. There's nobody out there. You don't have to compete with anybody. Now, Oregon, UCLA, now, obviously, Coach Prime, those are up and coming, but Lincoln Riley, in my opinion, is in a class of his own compared to those guys. He's phenomenal. He just can't get it done at the end, but everything else he does right. And now you add this to the mix, and even Saban said it. And Saban said, he goes, we're all worried about Georgia and myself, and USC, who's I'm worried about, they're out there just chilling, dominant. They're what Alabama was for the last 10 years. They're gonna start eating. And this edition kind of just speaks to that. So I've said it last year. I'm excited for USC to get back on the map. They don't really, in my opinion, affect us that much because we'd only face them at the end. I don't mind playing them at the end of the year, playing the championship. So USC having success, I enjoy. It's good for college football. I hate USC, but I enjoy the success that they're looking to have. So this could be massive. This could be really big for them. Dave?
Yeah, I mean, with the track record Kliff Kingsbury has had, plus the talent that you're getting in at USC, I mean, that could be a deadly combination. And isn't that the perfect job to just be like an analyst and make that much money?
Make it $70 million a year, bro. And the best thing is USC ain't got to pay it.
Right. But I'm sure the taxes will make sure that goes down quite a bit. But at least he's still making a payday there as well. But yeah, I mean, it's when I heard the news, I was just like, wow, USC, man. I think they're one of those teams right now that are kind of flying under the weather that you got to look out for because just the talent that they brought in. You know, I mean, you got the talent. You've got Kingsbury there. Of course, I mean, I guess defensively, you may have to work on some things there or whatever.
For sure.
But, I mean, I can see USC just based on the fact with the coaching change and how they're getting talent there that they could sneak back up and possibly be maybe the 2006 USC we used to know, 2005,
The potential is there.
I'm not going to say Pete Carroll-like or anything like that, but I don't like it for us, of course, because he didn't come to us, but like I like it for them. I think it's an elite hire. I mean, just like kind of like the Corey Raymond hire we had here is elite hire, and I'm just curious to. I mean, shoot, that offense is going to be pretty good. I think.
Insane, Steve.
Yeah, look, I mean, they may have to do something with the defense, but they very well could just leave it the way it is, which is.
Just put up 100 points a game.
You're
not worry about it.
Points, it's not going to matter, right? I mean, and let's just kind of bounce up a couple of names off some folks that Kliff Kingsbury has been the head coach for. And we talked about Baker Mayfield. Let's not forget a guy named Patrick Mahomes that thrived at Texas Tech of all places. So the other thing, and this is a little nuance that matters when you're talking about an analyst and you're talking about an actual coach. Coaches have limits as to how much exposure they can have with the players throughout the practice periods, right? Everything is measured in periods, and the coaches can only have so much actual exposure to the players themselves. Analysts don't have that limitation. Technically, Kliff Kingsbury could post up in the quarterback's like top bunk and never leave the kid, and that never violates an NCAA rule on the amount of exposure that Kingsbury has with their returning quarterback. His name escapes me off the top of my head right now, but obviously won the Heisman. Who's the quarterback?
Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams.
So look, I mean the fact that they're bringing him as an analyst, it's a very Alabama style move, where Alabama has been the home for wayward boys and bringing in anybody and everybody who could possibly help them out, and they put him in these oddball spots. But again, it kind of goes back to what they're able to do in that analyst role versus an actual on coach staff. That could be dangerous for college football. And let's not forget, the three most fertile recruiting grounds in all of college football are Florida, Texas, and California.
Yep. Good point.
That could turn dangerous even if they're just able to put a barricade around their state by itself.